Ahliyah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video where we will be doing a wine down. With actual wine today, I have Pinot Grigio. I thought it'd be fun to talk about how to nail sponsorships with no manager, okay? Because a lot of us who are probably under 100K don't have managers, and we're doing this all on our own. And I also thought it'd be interesting for the viewers, okay, the people who just kind of watch the beauty industry, who just watch influencers, or who just watch content creators. Y'all see what we post. Y'all see us post sponsorships, and just kind of want to know, how do people get sponsorships? How do you nail sponsorships? What are doing sponsorships actually like? I am not an expert, okay? There are people far more educated than me on this, but I've been doing sponsorships for about 3 years now. Honestly, I think I got my first sponsorship within like 1 to 2 months of starting YouTube. That's probably very rare, but it happened. And I just want to give my insight, my perspective, because you don't just know how to do this. You don't just know how to do sponsorships. You don't just know how to do this. It's very business oriented. You kind of have to educate yourself a little bit. And then when you have no guidance, when you have no manager, in the beginning, you don't know what you're doing. So I want this video to be helpful for those of you out there who are trying to build your platform, who want to nail sponsorships, who want to work with brands, who want to build relationships. And if you are a person watching, you're a content creator as well, or you're an influencer, and you know more than me, be sure to, comment it down below so it could be helpful for someone reading the comments, okay? Because again, I don't know everything, but I just want to tell you what I know so far, what I've learned along this journey of being on YouTube and kind of doing what I'm doing for 3 years so far. In this July, it'll be 3 years since I uploaded my first tutorial, which is currently on private because, girl, I was a mess back then, okay? I was a hot-ass mess back then. Some of y'all was following me since that video, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones, okay? You've seen me go from hot mess to put together. Oh my gosh, growth, honey, transformation. So I hope this video is helpful. It's a very relaxed video. We're just gonna sip some wine, okay? If you are not 21, okay, drink some juice, some water, some tea, honey, some soda, some kombucha, some coconut water, honey, okay? Because we do not condone underage drinking in this house. No, we don't. So without further congé, if you are interested in tuning into today's wind down, where I will be talking about how to nail sponsorships with no manager. This is for my girls out there with no manager, honey. Okay, you doing this all on your own? Then subscribe to my channel. If you are not already subscribed, tap that bell to be notified of my future uploads. And when you tap that bell, an option will pop up. Click on options and ensure all notifications are enabled, including my creator posts. And stay tuned, keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Sis's makeup is cute though. Sis is sitting, honey. Sis is making several points today. I have a whole section of notes because I wanted to make sure I got everything. So, first things first, if you do not know what a sponsorship is, it is basically when you create paid content for a brand, okay? So a brand wants you to use their product in your video. They pay you for it, and it's just as simple as that. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's the simplicity. That's the simplest way to explain it. Product placement, if you've ever watched a movie and you see a Coca-Cola can clear as day in the shot, that's basically a sponsorship too. Product placement, brand deal. You see them in TV, you see them in movies, you see them in commercials, okay? Billboards, okay? An ad is a sponsorship. And I don't know why YouTubers get, specifically beauty YouTubers, I don't know why we get so crucified when we do sponsorships. I don't know what that energy is about. But if you go to anywhere else on YouTube, if you follow the gamers, okay, the lifestyle channels, the fitness channels, girl, they doing sponsorships like every video, and don't nobody care. Like, nobody is crucifying them. So I really don't know why there is such a negative energy towards sponsorships of beauty YouTubers. I don't know what that's about. But if you go on all these other avenues of YouTube, girl, they be doing sponsorships like every day, because I be following some of them, okay? So I actually got my first sponsorship literally within the first 2 months of my channel. It's because when I first started my channel, I grew really fast because I was being very stupid and I was uploading stupid content, and people still want me to upload that content today, but I've kind of grown from that. But I was just basically, I was putting up stupid content. I was just being a hot ass mess because deep down, you guys, I am truly a clown. Like, I just love to joke. I could joke for days, okay? But some people just don't get my humor. I'm very profane, okay? So I had to cut back on that. But I started my channel being very profane. I was a clown. I was joking. So people really liked that, and I grew really fast. But I just kind of drew back on that because it wasn't really professional to be a clown, okay? Because I wasn't an entertainment channel. If I was a comedy channel or an entertainment channel, that'd be something. But I was trying to be a beauty channel, so it just wasn't gonna work, okay? But in real life, I'm a whole clown. Like, I love to joke. Like what's a day without a joke? Like, lighten up, laugh a little bit, damn. With no manager, this is how you can get sponsorships. Okay, sponsorships can come to you, like brands can come to you, or you can go to brands. So that's why it's important to always have your email in your bio, or your email in your description box, or your email in your about section of your YouTube channel. Have your email visible there, okay? So brands can contact you. But there are, what do you call these? They're like sponsorship hubs. I don't know what to call it, but I know the names of them. There's Fabebit, Aspire IQ, which used to be called Refluence, but I guess they got bought out. Socialix and Grapevine. Those are the 4 like sponsorship platforms that I use. Is that what they're called? I don't know the exact name, but brands will post campaigns on these like platforms, and then you can apply to the campaign. And they be having some good brands on there sometimes. Sometimes they be very crappy brands, but sometimes very well-known brands be on there. I've seen Maybelline, I've seen Revlon, okay? I've seen Lancome, I've seen Coca-Cola, I've seen very well-known brands on these platforms. But listen, when people be seeing Maybelline and Lancome, they get them, okay? They apply to them quick. So you kind of got to be quick. So I check these platforms every day. But with these platforms, you have to pitch yourself. So you have to learn how to pitch yourself, which is not easy. I didn't really know how to pitch myself. I probably pitched myself in such an annoying manner in the beginning. So by pitch yourself, it means you have to send a proposal. That's what they call it. You pitch yourself, you send a proposal. You introduce yourself. You basically, listen, these brands want to know numbers. So that's, yes, it is important to have numbers in this industry because you have to have a reach. Like, you have to have an audience. You have to have an engaged audience who is going to buy what you're selling. Some of these have requirements, like you have to have 5,000 followers, or some even have 10,000, but I think it's 5,000. You have to have 5,000 followers or subscribers in order to start applying to the campaigns on these sponsorship platforms. And I know some people are going to be like, why? Because you have to have a reach, okay? You have to have an audience. Like, you're not going to be profitable with 500 followers. You may be. There's like exceptions to the rules always, but these platforms want you to have at least 5,000 followers just to know that you're taking yourself seriously, like you're serious about creating content and you're serious about working with brands. It's just like a qualification for a job, okay? If a job requires a bachelor's degree and you don't have one, how can you get mad at the job for not hiring you because you didn't have the bachelor's degree? That's kind of what it is. You need it. It's a qualification, okay? When you pitch yourself, this is kind of what I do. First, you need to introduce yourself. Basically, hi, my name is ahliyahmichelle. I'm a beauty content creator on Instagram and YouTube. And with these campaigns, okay, just say, for example, we'll just say a brand, Maybelline. Just say Maybelline wants you to promote their new mascara, okay? So they'll say that in the campaign, like the brand will literally say what they want you to sell. Okay, yes, you're gonna be a saleswoman, so you need to start to get comfortable with sales because that's basically what you're doing. You are selling a product. If you are not comfortable with selling products, then maybe you're not ready for sponsorships yet because that's what you're doing. You're a salesperson, you're a saleswoman, you're a salesman. That's what you're doing, okay? So get comfortable with sales, learn sales. Sales is an art. There are so many different ways to sell something, so sell it how you wanna sell it. Let's just say Maybelline says, we're introducing our new mascara. So you need to think of a video idea you could do with their new mascara, okay? So you got to get creative. We are content creators. Or sometimes they want you to do a specific kind of video, but sometimes you are free to do a video that seems fit for the campaign. So you can be like, what can I do with mascara? And then you pitch your video idea. So you could be like, after you introduce yourself, you could be like, I would love to partner with Maybelline and showcase your new mascara in a makeup tutorial. Or I would love to compare your mascaras to another mascara of yours. Like, you can do stuff like that. Pitch your video idea. They want to hear your video idea, and you can have a super creative video idea. There are so many ways you can integrate sponsorships into your content. Pitch a video idea, and then you know what else is important? Give them numbers. They want to hear numbers. How many followers do you have? What's your engagement rate? How many likes do you get per photo? How many comments do you get per photo? And then when you have the business account on Instagram, you can see the real back end of your account. Like, you can see your reach, how many accounts are seeing your posts that aren't following you. You can see all that. You want to make like a nice paragraph of your analytics. There we go. Analytics, your followers, your view count, your comments, your likes, okay? Your demographics, like is the age group of your demographics, the gender of your demographics, where your demographic lives, okay, like the US. You want to put stuff like that in there. But there are more creative ways to pitch yourself. That's just a very general pitch, a very general proposal. Let's just make an example. Hi, hello, my name is ahliyahmichelle. I'm a beauty content creator on Instagram and YouTube. I would love to partner with Maybelline and create a makeup tutorial integrating your new mascara into an eyeshadow look, okay? That's just something very general. And then I get into my analytics. I've built a platform of over 55,000 subscribers, blah, 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 blah. 70% of my audience lives, okay? Get into the analytics and then close it out. But you don't want to have a copy and paste proposal. I used to do that. I used to have a very copy and paste proposal, and you could tell when something's copy and pasted, okay? So try to switch it up a little bit when you are pitching yourself to different brands. Don't just copy and paste it, okay? Because they could tell, okay? We think they can't tell, but they can very much tell. So now you're a businesswoman, okay? You over here pitching yourself, okay? Sell yourself. You want to sell yourself to these brands because you want to nail that sponsorship. And I have nailed plenty of sponsorships, and I have tweaked my proposal so many times, and I think I have a cool little proposal right now. I'm not going to show you mine verbatim, but you need to create your own. Okay, now you need to know how much you're worth, okay? Because you want to get paid, okay? Okay, we want that money. So I think a great site to figure out how much you are worth is Social Blue Book. Now, I know Influencer Marketing Hub exists. I've went on that site. They have a lot of good resources. They do. But when they determine your worth, they lowball the entire fuck out of you. Okay, I had Influencer Marketing Hub estimate my rate, and oh my gosh, it is so low. It is almost insulting how low they estimate your worth on Influencer Marketing Hub. So I highly recommend Social Blue Book. Social Blue Book used to be free, but now it's $5 a month. But if you want to always know how much you're worth when you continue to grow your platforms, I think it's a good investment. $5 a month, and they take all your analytics and give you an estimated price. And that price is way higher than Influencer Marketing Hub, okay? But aside from that, Influencer Marketing Hub does have a lot of great resources. Their rate estimate is just insulting. I wouldn't trust it. But also, take that rate estimate with a grain of salt, because they're only taking into account your analytics, okay? Not the work you put into your content. So yes, you have a rate based on your analytics, but you know, filming content takes time, okay? Sometimes it takes money, okay? You gotta go buy products, you know, make your video all cute and whatever. So that's just an estimate simply based on analytics. You can add more to that if you think you are worth more, if you think your work is worth more than what they're giving you. It's just an estimate and it's guidance, okay? It's just guiding you on what to charge and what, you know what I'm saying, because you want to make that money. Like I said earlier, you are a salesperson now when you're doing a sponsorship, because brands want you to sell their product because they are hoping to get sales in return, okay? They are hoping to get a return on their investment. And working with influencers is much cheaper than filming a commercial and having it play on TV. Even though the reach is like they're reaching to millions when they do that, brands are now low-key saving money working with influencers because they don't have to pay $1 million to one person. Well, listen, somebody out here may make $1 million on a sponsorship, but they can now take that $1 million and they can pay like a lot of people to promote one product. So now a lot of people are promoting their one product. That's why you see so many people doing the same sponsorship, because a brand reached out to like 100 people to promote this one product. So now people are seeing this product 100 times on their Instagram feed or on YouTube. Instead of paying one large lump sum of traditional media costs to have a commercial play, now they can take that cost and they can spread it out amongst a lot of influencers. So you need to get comfortable with sales and just start talking about your favorite makeup products. Hop on Instagram stories and then just start talking about a makeup product that you absolutely love, like your favorite foundation, whatever. Start talking about it and then notice how you're talking about your favorite makeup products. That's how you can talk about products and sponsorships, because you want it to come off as natural. In the beginning, I probably, and a lot of people probably, sounded very commercially, very addy. Let's be real, on YouTube, no one likes to hear an ad, okay? People press skip ad when they can, when ads pop up on the videos. No one likes a person who sounds too addy because it isn't a commercial. We're not filming a commercial, okay? We're integrating the product into our content seamlessly. That's why it's also good to do videos you already do for sponsorships. So if you're hip to my channel, I've been partnering up with Deck of Scarlet almost every month for the past few months, and I just do it in a makeup tutorial because it's easy. They want me to create a look using their palettes. It's easy for me to do a makeup tutorial. I can automatically integrate their sponsorship into a makeup tutorial, okay? And you can think of fun content ideas to integrate sponsorships in. And I know a person who does this very well, Jackie Ina. She integrates her sponsorships into her content very well. Like, it's a video, it's a fun video because she does like fun titles, fun videos, and then she integrates her sponsorships into fun videos she already does. So it doesn't come off as like when you're looking at her videos, you can't tell that that video title and that video thumbnail is a sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? So she does that very well. And I also think Bree Hall, if you guys are subscribed to her, I love the way she does her sponsorships because it's like she really researches what she's promoting, which I think is key as well, okay? You want to get all the facts of what you're promoting. Make sure you like it, make sure it's a bomb, make sure it's actually a good product and not a crappy product, okay? Because the one thing you do not want to do is break the entire trust of your audience, girl. Because they're the reason why you're able to get sponsorships. Their viewership and their engagement is the reason why you're able to get sponsorships, okay? So you do not want to break the trust of your audience. You want to always have integrity, you want to always be honest, and you want to always be transparent. Speaking of that, when you actually are honest in sponsorships, sometimes brands will tell you to take it out. It has happened to me. So whatever I was using was clearly not that pigmented. So I said it in the video. I was like, so I'm going to apply this, but it's really not that pigmented, so you have to really work to build a color up. That's basically what I said in the video. And the brand said, actually, could you take that out because it's not true? And I'm like, what do you mean it's not true? You saw me apply it in the video and you could clearly see with your eyes that the product was not pigmented and that you had to build it up to get the most opaque color. Like, my audience is not dumb, and anyone watching the video would be able to tell that you would have to build the color up in order to get the best color payoff, you know? So I said, no, I'm not taking it out. If I left out that the product wasn't pigmented, someone would think I'm lying and I didn't say it because it was cutting me a check, okay? So you always want to maintain integrity, but you don't want to be just negative. Like, who is going to pay for a negative video? You know what I'm saying? If you do not like the product, don't do the sponsorship, because who would pay for a negative video? It would hurt their sales. Like, no brand wants to pay for that. So if you truly don't like the product, don't do the sponsorship. So that's why it's important to always test product for sponsorships to make sure it's good. But honestly, I don't really take sponsorships if I wouldn't buy the product. Like, all the sponsorships I do, I would have, like, used it. Like, I really like Deco Scarlet Shadows. Like, I think they're popping. I have it on right now. Like, this yellow is vibrant. And I know some people may be a little weary about Deco Scarlet because it's a makeup subscription service, but girl, they shadows is bomb. Do you see this yellow, honey? She is popping through, and yellow is like the hardest color to pop through, but honey, look. I've dealt with stuff that just wasn't up to par, and I just didn't do it. Like, if I wouldn't use it, why would my audience use it? But that's why it's cool, like, when you see brands, or even when brands reach out to you and they're a brand you already use, that's what makes the sponsorship so much more exciting. It's like, wow, I already use Maybelline mascara, and they're reaching out to me, and they want me to promote their mascara. Like, that's easy, and my audience already know. You know, it could be something like that. I don't use Maybelline mascara. I don't think. It's just an example. You know what I'm saying? What do I use? I use Rimmel London mascara. To close the deal, girl, you gotta learn how to negotiate, honey. And that's what they don't teach you. That is something you have to learn. I had to teach myself negotiation. Because if you do not know how to negotiate, you will take very unfulfilling deals. Like, you will be lowballed. These brands be trying to lowball you guys. They be trying to lowball you. And they will take advantage of your lack of business knowledge or your business naivety. So that's why it's very important to educate yourself on sales, to educate yourself on negotiation, okay? You have to teach yourself these things because you are now a business person, okay? A businesswoman, a businessman, okay? You managing your own career, you have to teach yourself business knowledge, okay? It's a must, or else you are always going to get the short end of the stick because you are not entitled to the money you think you are. You have to earn it, or you have to negotiate it. Brands aren't going to just know the number that's in your head. They're going to present you with their rate. So that's why you need to do counter offers. You need to learn how to counter. You need to learn how to negotiate. But sometimes, rarely, this has happened to me very rarely, that brands will give a rate that is far above what you had in your head. That is a blessing from Jesus. That's only happened to me like twice. Yeah, like twice a brand has provided me with a price that was far beyond what was in my head, or far beyond what Social Blue Book was estimating me at, okay? So you have those rare cases. But other than that, they're going to present you a price that they want to present you with. So you have to learn how to negotiate, and you got to learn how to close the deal. And it is okay to step away from sponsorships that are not fulfilling you. I now vow to myself that I would no longer do unfulfilling sponsorships because I've done a ton of them, and like, you do so much work to create content and you're only getting this amount of money and you just feel so unfulfilled. I have had plenty of sponsorships like that. So you have to stand your ground. It is okay to say no. Sometimes you may want to say yes just because you need the money or just because you want to work with this brand, but you would only be shorting yourself. You would be the one left unfulfilled. The brand is cool, okay? The brand, they got their damn promotion, okay? They got you to promote their product. They're good. The brand is chilling. It's you who's left unfulfilled. So you have to learn how to negotiate to where you get very fulfilling deals. You got to fight for yourself, but you have to do so in a very professional manner. I know this is being very technical. I hope I'm not losing some of you. Like, take your notes, okay? I know I'm being very technical, but it is very technical, basically. It's a business, okay? This is the business side of YouTube. And I touched on this earlier, but I think it's very important to integrate your sponsorships very seamlessly into content you already do. There's nothing more odd to me than someone who only posts makeup content and then all of a sudden you see them with flat tummy tea in front of the fridge. Like, it's just off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even seamlessly integrated. Like, flat tummy tea would not even do well on my page, and I know this, okay? What does well on my page are makeup photos and makeup tutorials, okay? I know this. Let's just say I do a sponsorship with Deco Scarlet, I already take pictures of my makeup, so that's a seamless integration. All I gotta do is take a picture of my makeup and there's a sponsorship. Or I already do Instagram tutorials, so it's a seamless sponsorship. But when you only doing makeup content and all of a sudden you have a sponsorship for teeth whitening, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you have to seamlessly integrate it. Like, If you only do makeup content and you have a teeth whitening sponsorship, how about you just take a beautiful makeup picture of yourself smiling very bright, okay? Your makeup is beat, you're smiling bright, and then you can integrate that teeth whitening sponsorship into your caption like very seamlessly. So you have to learn how to integrate sponsorship seamlessly. You don't want it to stand out. Like you do all this one type of content and bam, you're promoting screwdrivers. Like it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, okay? You are your boss, you are managing your career, you know what looks good, you know what does well on your page. You are the expert of your audience and your channel and your, you know what I'm saying? You are the expert. But don't worry, if you're like still getting into sponsorships, you're not gonna have perfect sponsorships. I bet my first sponsorships were a hot ass mess. But these, I feel like before you have management and you're just getting into sponsorships, these are like practice. Just think of them as practice. You're getting paid to practice, okay? You already make content, so now you're getting paid to promote something, but it could be practice. Like you can just see how it does. Did my audience like the way I promoted this product? And if they didn't, then you can think of another way to do it. I've had lots of practice. Yes, they paid me. It might not have done the best that it could, but it was practice for me. Like now I know how to make my next sponsorship better. Okay, so think of it that way. Like you're not even ready for management yet because you haven't perfected sponsorships. Like that's when I feel like management can come into play. First of all, you need to have the platform for management, because for management, you need to be profitable, okay? Because these managers make money off of these influencers, okay? Because these influencers are very profitable. Right now, when you're a micro influencer, you're not that profitable, and that's just a fact of the matter. Don't get all tight about that fact, because it is a fact. You're not that profitable yet. So practice, okay? Practice with the sponsorships, practice just talking about products you already love. Sign up for affiliate links, for affiliate programs, so you can talk about products you already love. Link it and then start making money off of the affiliate link, okay? Practice, 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 so you can be prepared for a huge opportunity. Now, don't be fooled by what brands be trying to do. This is what they be trying to do too. Listen, for a sponsorship, the brand gonna have to send you the product regardless, but this is what they'll do. Don't be fooled by this tactic that brands really try to pull. So since we're sending you $600 worth of product, do you mind giving us a discount on your rate? Girl, don't fall for that. They have to send you $600 worth of product regardless, because it's a sponsorship. You're going to have to test this product and promote it anyhow. And plus, you know how cheap that product is to make for them? They just sell it for that much, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you only knew how cheap this product is to make, you guys, you wouldn't feel bad about this tactic that they pull on you, okay? This is what hair companies try to pull on me too. If you do hair sponsorships, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hair sponsorships, they literally try to lowball you every time. That's why they're so irritating to work with. I'll say AliExpress companies. AliExpress hair companies are some of the most irritating people to work with. I say that with my whole entire chest because it's very true. Anywho, like they be wanting you to promote their hair and pay you for it, but then they want to be like, well, since we're sending you $300 worth of hair, do you mind giving us a discount? No, because you're gonna have to send me the hair anyways. When you're naive and you're still learning about this process, you are gonna take lowball deals. You are going to cheat yourself, okay? You are. Let's talk about pay. Not every brand pays the same. Some people do pay through PayPal so you can get that money right away. But some brands work on an accounting system called Net 30, Net 60, or Net 90, which means after you submit the video, you don't get paid until 30 days after, or you don't get paid until 60 days after, or you don't get paid till 3 months after. Oh my gosh, like I did all this work for this video and I don't get paid until 3 months later. I think it's their accounting cycle, because I've taken 2 accounting classes and I was learning about accounting cycles. Like some companies are on a quarterly accounting cycle. That's why they have Net 90, which means every 3 months their accounting cycle closes. Or is it 4 months? Is it 3? Is 3 a quarter? Yes, 3 months. So every 3 months their accounting cycle closes. They close out their expenses. They close their books, okay? And that's when payments are sent out to like whoever they work with, which is influencers. So it's not the same as their bi-weekly pay for their employees, because we're not an employee. We're just someone they're working with. We're basically an expense. So working with influencers is kind of like an expense for the brand. So we're on their expense list of their their accounting books, their accounting papers, their accounting journals, okay? So that's why net 30, net 60, and net 90 exist. It really sucks, but there's nothing you can do about it, okay? It's their accounting cycle. You can't argue with their accounting cycle because that's the accounting cycle they're on, okay? But some brands pay through PayPal, which is a blessing. I love brands who pay through PayPal because I love getting my money immediately when I submit the video. Also, your videos have to go through a submission process. They have to be approved, okay? So you create your content, boom, boom, bam, you edit it, and you submit it to the brand, and they can either approve it or they can tell you to make edits. Honestly, most of my videos get approved because, you know, now I know what brands like. But if you don't really know what brands like, there may be a lot of edits you have to make in your first few sponsorships. Sometimes the edits are really annoying. Like sometimes brands will tell me not to talk too much. I get it. Sometimes I talk too much, so they'll tell me to trim it down. Or sometimes, you guys know I twist up my words. So sometimes, like, this color could be called gold, but I'll call it bronze on accident. And then they'll tell me, okay, you said that was bronze, but it's actually gold. Could you change that? Stuff like that happens too. I'm human, so that's nothing. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I really did say it wrong. But sometimes brands will be so unnecessary with the edits. It's not even worth working with people like that, honestly. But sometimes they'll be so unnecessary, but they'll do it in a way that's very professional, so you don't mind making the edits. But just know you have to submit it for approval. You can't just get a sponsorship and then just post it to Instagram and post it to YouTube without it going through the brand. So just know there's an approval process for that. I don't work with brands who make me change my personality because I am not a walking ad, okay? I have personality, I have pizzazz, okay? I'm Aaliyah. I am not going to change my personality for a sponsorship. So I don't do that. Some people do want you to do that. I'm not one of those people, but I do know, don't curse. Don't curse in sponsorships. Just don't do it, because some brands use these like sponsored content. They use it for their meetings and they use it to send throughout their whole brand. So you want to represent yourself well. I mean, you want to give the best version of yourself and, you know, the best personality you can give, because they do circulate these videos, okay? Like, top-notch people are watching your sponsored content. So just make sure to put the best version of yourself forward. I would want to. I'd be seeing some sponsorships that are so lazy and sloppily put together, and I just don't know why you would want to present yourself like that when you're selling a product. But hey, that's just me. I mind my business. And do note that when you do sponsored content, I know I've said sponsor like 100 times, it is considered income. So these brands will send you a 1099 miscellaneous in the mail come tax season. So be sure to take care of that. You know, pay your taxes. So annoying. Ugh. And I would have like a separate business bank account. Like if you work, like you actually work like a 9 to 5 and you're also doing YouTube and Instagram and you're creating content, I would have a separate bank account for that income, just so you can keep track of how much you're actually making doing social media, or how much you're actually making being a beauty content creator and, you know, creating content and getting paid for content. So that's just, it's optional. I have one, like I have a whole separate bank account for my income for, you know, YouTube and Instagram. So that's something to think about, just so it's easier to keep track of how much you've made doing what you're doing, okay? You will have very smooth sailing sponsorships, and then you will have pain in the ass sponsorships. I'm telling you, girl, I've had my share of pain in the ass sponsorships, and they most of them stem from working with hair companies. That's why I only have a few hair videos come out like here and there now, because they are so irritating to work with. Oh my gosh, they really are. Like, they're so annoying. They're so unprofessional, you guys. I've worked with a few professional AliExpress hair companies, like a few of them. It was cool, it was respectful, it was professional, they paid me on time, there was no hassle. Some of these AliExpress hair companies, you literally have to pull teeth to get your payment. Like, they be playing games when it comes to pay. Like, I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know if they think this is a business move. Like, I don't know, but it is so unprofessional. It is like pulling teeth trying to get your payment from some of these AliExpress hair companies. And I know I cannot be the only one experiencing this. Like, they really be trying it. Like, I don't know. Okay, when you create content, you guys agree on what the content is going to be, and you agree on the payment. You do this before the product is sent, and you do this before you create the content. You agree on a set price, and you agree on the video idea that you're going to do. This is what AliExpress hair companies be trying to do. You agree on that, and then come time you submit the video, all of a sudden they want to ask for an Instagram post. Listen, an Instagram post is a whole separate price, honey. Okay, so you should have asked for that back then when we agreed, but now it's too late. Unless you want to pay me for the Instagram post, the Instagram post ain't happening. Okay, they will try it with you. Or I've experienced an AliExpress hair company try to take away part of my payment because I wouldn't do an Instagram post for them. I'm like, you have got to be kidding. I will call up a lawyer real quick with you trying to play with my money. That's one thing you don't do is play with my money, okay? Do not play with it. Not in this house, honey, because I turn into a boss bitch real quick, okay? Do not play with my money. There are so many stories I could tell about AliExpress hair companies, but there are a lot of great professional brands out there, and I've worked with a lot of them. Not everything's gonna be smooth sailing, but you have to maintain your professionalism, okay? Maintain your professionalism, so if emails leak, I've had to go bad on some AliExpress hair companies. I can't even lie to you. I have had to go bad on some of them. So if those emails get leaked, listen, I'll own up to it. I'll own up to it, honey. All right, I know I said a lot, so if you have any questions, be sure to comment them down below if I wasn't clear on anything. And if you have any more insights to add, and you have been doing this longer than me, or you actually have a manager, or you know you're just more knowledgeable and more skilled, leave down your insight, okay? Help us girls out. I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure a lot of other people who's reading the comments would appreciate it. Always be sure to put hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored in your Instagram posts, and always be sure to make the FTC disclaimer in your YouTube videos that the video is sponsored. That is non-negotiable. Don't be out here full of people. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you are new here, this is the first time being on my channel and seeing my face, I would love to see you in the next one. Subscribe to my channel and join me and the honeys, honey. I love you guys so much, and until next time, always remember to serve, honey, and I will see you in my next upload. Bye.